AP Carthage, North Carolina. In a North Carolina county where investigators believe 2 power substations were shot up by 1 or more people with evident criminal intent, tens of thousands of people prepared to go without energy for days on Monday. Throughout Moore County, a time of year when they are often crowded with tourists and holiday shoppers, many shops and restaurants had closed signs on their windows and empty parking lots. Others were able to open by accepting cash payments and giving away free food or coffee. The county, which is located roughly 60 miles, 95 kilometers southwest of Raleigh, the state capital, declared schools would be canceled for a second day on Tuesday. State and federal investigators are leaving no stone unturned in this inquiry to find those who are culpable, according to Governor Roy Cooper. Cooper stated at a news conference that protecting essential infrastructure like our electricity system must be a primary concern. This kind of attack increases the threat level. We'll be looking into how we can collaborate with our utility providers, as well as with state and federal officials, to ensure that we protect our infrastructure as needed. Sheriff Ronnie Fields of Moore County declined to go into any detail about the shootings on Monday, other than to indicate that gunshot was to blame for the damage. He added that the offender knew exactly what they were doing to produce the outage that they did, though. Noah Hartford, an 18-year-old Sandhills Community College civil engineering student, said his family has had trouble keeping warm ever since the power went out at their Aberdeen home. Early on Monday, the temperature fell below zero, and throughout the rest of the week, lows in the 40s were predicted. Hartford remarked as he warmed himself next to a fire pit in adjacent Southern Pines, "It's really cold. Just my mother, my brother, and I are present. We have a fireplace, a fire pit, and other things outside, but we really hope the heat comes back on soon." Kale Belutsky explained, "We have 2 dogs at home, so we can't just up and leave. We're using candles in one room to make it warm enough to sleep in while running off of a power brick to keep our phones charged." Christine Belutsky, who was wearing a beanie, boots, and a Pittsburgh Steelers jacket, admitted that she has been finding it difficult to complete her remote IT work for the hospital system without access to Wi-Fi at home. According to Phil Harris, executive director of the local American Red Cross chapter, about 20 individuals spent the night at an emergency shelter at the county sports center in Carthage. Many more, according to Harris, have come in for food, warmth, or to charge their electronics. Also impacted was the Pinehurst Resort and Country Club. The Carolina Hotel's inadequate power producing capacity forced the resort to place all visitors in rooms with power. The main clubhouse was shuttered, but the golf links were still open. According to government employment figures, golf is played all year long in the Sandhills region, and the Pinehurst Resort is Moore County's 3rd largest employer, after the hospital and school systems. According to the county's Economic Development Division, Moore County set a record for visitor expenditure in 2021, which resulted in a $673 million economic effect from the tourism sector. The streetlights in Carthage were out when Moore County native and conservationist Andrew Wilkins was traveling from Washington to his parents' tiny property in Whispering Pines on a Saturday night. When he arrived, the street was pitch black. Wilkins assisted his parents over the weekend in getting ready for chilly nights without heat by connecting a generator to their well to pump clean water. "People will begin to feel the pinch as time goes on," predicted Wilkins.